Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel where we meticulously track the intricate movements and crucial developments within the British royal family. Today we delve into a significant, strategically timed deployment by Buckingham Palace, one that saw one of the crown's most steadfast figures take flight at a moment of profound internal turbulence. We are, of course, talking about Her Royal Highness, Duchess Sophie of Edinburgh, who, earlier this week, departed the United Kingdom on a mission of vital importance. This engagement, taking her across the border to the historic, majestic landscape of Scotland, was no ordinary royal outing. It was a calculated move assigned directly by the highest echelons of Buckingham Palace, designed to project stability and, crucially, compassion, precisely as King Charles III finally sought to close a particularly arduous and exhausting chapter involving his younger brother, the disgraced Prince Andrew. Before we unpack the layers of this fascinating royal strategy and the crucial work Duchess Sophie is undertaking, do remember to show your support for the channel by hitting that like button, sharing this video with fellow royal enthusiasts, and subscribing so you never miss our in-depth explorations of the monarchy. Your support truly helps us bring these detailed stories to life. Now, the shadow of scandal, a chapter closed but not forgotten. The backdrop to Duchess Sophie's journey is impossible to ignore. For months, the allegations and subsequent public spectacle surrounding the former Duke of York have been plaguing the royal family, casting a long, dark shadow over the commencement of King Charles's reign. The need for definitive action had reached a crescendo, and the king, known for his decisiveness in matters of institutional integrity, finally acted to sever the remaining official ties with his brother. Just weeks ago, the world watched as King Charles took the profound step of formally stripping Andrew of the use of his prince title and style. This was a move of immense significance, a public declaration that the crown prioritizes its reputation and duty above familial ties when serious allegations and public disgrace are involved. Furthermore, this action was paired with what was widely perceived as an eviction notice for the sprawling, historic residence of Royal Lodge, a home Andrew had held onto tenaciously. While these actions, the removal of status and the loss of residence, signaled a closure in the administrative sense, the public relations crisis was far from over. When the former Duke of York relinquished the use of his royal titles and style last month, there was a palpable sense of dissatisfaction among the public and the media. The criticism centered on a stark and painful omission. There was no expression of contrition, no syllable of sympathy, and certainly no acknowledgement of the victims who suffered harm. Instead, critics argued that the entire statement dripped with the arrogance and self-pity of a shamed royal, focusing only on his personal loss rather than the devastating impact of the events he was associated with. This widespread condemnation necessitated a swift and powerful response from the palace itself, a clear pivot away from Andrew's perceived hubris. The king's strategic compassion. King Charles and Queen Camilla, in their roles as the new heads of the institution, seem to have acknowledged the profound pain and ongoing trauma experienced by abuse survivors. They recognize the imperative to demonstrate empathy without wading into the legal or accusatory aspects of Andrew's situation. In a rare and powerful declaration, the monarch's office released a statement designed to unequivocally distance the crown from the coldness of Andrew's previous communications. The statement was direct and heartfelt, seeking to reassure the public that the monarchy understood its responsibility to the vulnerable. Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse. The official release from the monarch's office read. This commitment to expressing compassion was not accidental. It was a deliberate strategy to re-establish the royal family's moral compass, using the platform of the monarchy to advocate for those who have suffered. This is where the reliability and strategic importance of figures like Queen Camilla, and most relevantly for today's story, Duchess Sophie, come into sharp focus. Royal expert Jenny Bond was quick to comment on this pivotal shift. She noted that the royals were determined to show tangible sympathy for victims, especially given the established, long-standing charitable work carried out by both Camilla and Duchess Sophie in this sensitive and critical area. Both women have dedicated significant portions of their public service to working directly with victims of abuse and trauma, providing them with the necessary credentials to lead this message of empathy. How to Duchess Sophie, the emissary of stability. This brings us back to Duchess Sophie of Edinburgh. Stepping away from the immediate drama engulfing the palace, she journeyed to Scotland, carrying the responsibility of a major task assigned directly by the sovereign. Her engagement was confirmed in the official royal diary, highlighting its institutional importance. The objective of her trip was to attend a high-profile reception held at the iconic Edinburgh Castle. This event was organized in her capacity as the esteemed royal patron of the Defense Medical Welfare Service, an organization often referred to by its vital acronym, DMWS. The Duchess's presence at this event serves a dual purpose. First, to honor and elevate the crucial work of the DMWS, and second, to further the message of compassion and dedicated service that the royal family is so earnestly trying to project in the wake of immense public criticism stemming from Andrew's aforementioned statement. Sophie, known for her steady demeanor and deep commitment to her patronages, is the perfect figurehead for this mission of quiet, dignified service. A deep dive into the Defense Medical Welfare Service, DMWS. For those unfamiliar with the scope of the DMWS, it is an independent, non-political charity that provides absolutely essential medical welfare to individuals who are serving or who have served on the front line. This encompasses a remarkably wide and diverse array of personnel who risk their lives for the safety and well-being of the nation. The beneficiaries of the DMWS's tireless efforts include, but are certainly not limited to, the members of the armed forces, the Army, the Royal Navy, and the Royal Air Force. Beyond the traditional military branches, the charity also extends its crucial support to the Merchant Navy, the hard-working professionals of the National Health Service, NHS, and the dedicated men and women of the police forces. The core mission of the DMWS is to ensure that when these frontline heroes and their families face medical crises, they are not left to navigate the complex and often overwhelming healthcare system alone. They provide non-clinical support, emotional backing, and logistical assistance. Recognizing that physical illness or injury often brings with it immense psychological and practical strain. Duchess Sophie's dedication to this noble cause has been unwavering since 2016. It was in that year that she officially became the royal patron of this essential welfare organization. Her commitment to the DMWS allows her to strengthen a uniquely important role within the charitable landscape, one that recognizes and honors the sacrifices made by those in uniform and in emergency services. Sophie's history with the DMWS, a pattern of genuine engagement. Duchess Sophie's support for the DMWS is far from ceremonial. It is rooted in genuine, hands-on engagement. Her previous interactions with the charity provide substantial insight into the diligence and personal connection she brings to her patronages. During her first formal visit with the charity, at a time when she was known by her previous title, the Countess of Wessex, she took the time to personally meet with both service users and the dedicated staff. This initial gathering was conducted over a traditional afternoon tea, fostering a relaxed and supportive atmosphere conducive to open conversation. Crucially, the Duchess didn't just offer pleasantries. According to a detailed palace report regarding that initial visit, she spent considerable time studying 3 specific storyboards. These boards were not abstract. They depicted real-life DMWS cases, offering powerful and often moving insight into the challenges faced by service personnel and their families. These detailed case studies were vital, as they highlighted the vast diversity of the support that the DMWS is capable of offering. They illustrated how the charity adapts its assistance to meet the specific individual needs of patients and their families, whether that involves complex logistical support during lengthy hospital stays or deep emotional welfare assistance for those dealing with life-changing injuries. Sophie's willingness to engage with these complex, real-world examples underscores her commitment to understanding the operational realities of the charity she supports. The significance of the Edinburgh Update. It is anticipated that during this latest reception at Edinburgh Castle, Duchess Sophie will receive a comprehensive update on the recent work the charity has been carrying out. The DMWS operates in an ever-evolving environment, dealing with the persistent aftershocks of global conflicts, the intense pressure placed on NHS staff, and the daily dangers faced by police forces. Therefore, understanding the current challenges and successes is paramount. She is expected to learn more extensively about the different, individual stories that have emerged since her last full briefing. This kind of interaction is not merely protocol. It is an opportunity for the Duchess to gather first-hand knowledge that can be utilized to further advocate for the charity's funding and public awareness. Her presence acts as a powerful beacon, drawing media attention and public funds toward an organization that often operates outside the main spotlight. The choice of Edinburgh Castle for this reception adds another layer of symbolic importance. This ancient fortress, deeply connected to Scotland's military history, provides a fitting and resonant location to honor those who have served. By hosting such an event in Scotland, the palace also reinforces the monarchy's commitment to the entirety of the United Kingdom, a message that is always politically relevant. The message of compassion. Amplified, the core significance of Sophie's presence at this precise moment in time cannot be overstated. It is a calculated and effective move to further the narrative of genuine compassion that the royal family is determined to send to the world. As mentioned earlier, the immense criticism directed at Prince Andrew's statement, or rather the painful lack of contrition within it, created a vacuum of empathy that the palace needed to fill immediately. Andrew's perceived arrogance threatened to undermine the public goodwill that King Charles III is working hard to cultivate during the early stages of his monarchy. By dispatching Duchess Sophie, a highly respected and non-controversial member of the royal family, to an event that celebrates selfless service and welfare support, the palace is utilizing its most reliable assets. Sophie's work with the DMWS, combined with Queen Camilla's long-standing dedication to supporting victims of domestic violence and assault, provides a powerful and authentic counter-narrative to the negative publicity surrounding Andrew. The royal family is using the established, credible charity work of these senior women to demonstrate that while they have dealt decisively with the internal issue of Prince Andrew's conduct, stripping him of the prince title and style and issuing the eviction notice for Royal Lodge, their primary focus remains on the well-being of the public and specifically on acknowledging the pain of survivors and those who serve. This strategy is not merely about good public relations. It is about institutional survival and relevance. In the modern era, the monarchy must prove its value through actions, not just ceremony. Sophie's quiet, diligent work in Scotland is a powerful demonstration of that value in action. She is the embodiment of the monarchy's commitment to duty and empathy, providing a steady hand amidst the lingering family scandal. The future role of the Duchess of Edinburgh. Duchess Sophie, alongside her husband, Prince Edward, has increasingly been recognized as one of the indispensable figures in the slimmed-down monarchy envisioned by King Charles. She possesses an innate ability to connect with people, a quiet gravitas, and, crucially, she remains entirely free of the scandal and controversy that has hampered other branches of the family. Her journey to Edinburgh Castle is far more than a routine check-in with a charity. It is confirmation of her elevated status and her pivotal role as a key representative of the crown's moral standing. As the monarchy continues to evolve under King Charles, figures like Sophie, who can blend genuine dedication with high-profile visibility, will become increasingly crucial in maintaining public trust and demonstrating that the institution remains focused on service above self. This engagement allows her to further solidify her important role, reinforcing the message that the royal family, in its broadest sense, is committed to strengthening the crucial contribution that charities like the DMWS make to the wider society. It is a positive, forward-looking step that helps turn the page on a painful chapter. Conclusion and call to action. Duchess Sophie's mission to Scotland, undertaken immediately following the decisive actions taken against Prince Andrew, serves as a powerful reminder of the royal family's strategic use of public service to navigate crisis. While King Charles has taken the necessary steps to close the exhausting chapter of Andrew's public standing, stripping him of his prince title and style, and moving forward with the eviction notice for Royal Lodge, The focus now shifts to demonstrating the Crown's enduring commitment to compassion. Sophie, in her dedicated capacity as patron of the Defence Medical Welfare Service, perfectly embodies this commitment. Her engagement at Edinburgh Castle, where she will receive updates on the vital support provided to the armed forces, the Merchant Navy, the NHS, and the police, acts as a crucial counterpoint to the arrogance and lack of contrition noted in Andrew's previous statements. As Jenny Bond suggested, the royals are determined to show sympathy for victims, and Sophie is on the front line of that effort. This moment is about more than just charity. It is about reinforcing the integrity of the monarchy itself. We would love to hear your thoughts on this strategic move by Buckingham Palace. Do you believe that Duchess Sophie's high-profile engagement in Scotland effectively counters the negative sentiment generated by the Prince Andrew scandal? How important do you think the work of the Defence Medical Welfare Service is in the current climate? Share your opinions and insights in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can join us for our next detailed celebrity and royal update. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to reading your comments.